ladies, it's Michelle with Pampered Chef, and you're in the kitchen with the Lavender Heart. Today, I'm just going to do a quick take on my peppermint bark. Now, y'all know I was so excited to find these McCormick sugars. I looked at the ingredients, and there is sugar, red radish juice for color, and extracts of peppermint. So basically, they took a candy cane and crushed it up. So I just wanted to share what you can do with a bag of candy cakes. Now, of course, it was a box, and I broke it all down, unwrapped them all. Our food chopper is amazing for chopping candy canes. It is probably the best item to use when you're chopping hard foods. And candy canes, if they're fresh, they're probably pretty hard. But honestly, instead of buying this, which was $4 or close to it, you can buy a box of candy canes, $2 at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 at the dollar store, and chop them up with our food chopper. Plus, you can use our food chopper for so many other things. So, every year I make my peppermint bark, and it is the easiest thing to do. It's candy melts. This year, they didn't have just regular white. I got one bag of white. I wanted red, but I did green. I bought some green and I bought some white. So I'm going to do a green. So you take the candy melts and you take the candy canes and a little bit of peppermint extract and you mix it all up and put it in the refrigerator. Simple, easiest treat, and it is so good. Oh, anyway, so I just want to show you real quick how I use my food chopper to chop up my candy canes. You see, they're broken up a bit, just because that's the only way I could get the wrappers off of them. But they're a pretty decent size still. I'm going to take our food chopper. If you've never seen the food chopper, okay, this is the food chopper. One of the classic Pampered Chef items. If you have a stone, you probably have a food chopper. So it comes with a base that you can take off. And you could literally put your candy canes right inside the base and put this on and chop it just like that. It would keep everything contained in that base as you're chopping. So let's do it. And that's simple and easy. Does not get any easier than that. Now, granted, these are candy canes, so they're hard. So I'm going to have to press down a little bit harder than normal. But you can see that in just a few punches down, it crunched up that candy cane. Now, you can also do it on your counter, which sometimes I don't know if it's easier or not, because this at least contains it all. Once you take that off, it's kind of... Put those in my bowl. But you can also do it right on the counter. I've got a couple sitting here, and closer. It's great for taking out your aggression. But again, just like that. I want to tip it too far, it's going to fall on my floor. But you've got your crushed candy canes. And then you just keep doing that. But when you compare it to this, now this is not even 4 ounces. So it's about $1 an ounce. You can do the same thing with your food chopper and just a box of candy canes from the Dollar Tree. Now, if you have never used the food chopper, I want to show you how it works. I showed you how it has the base to it, right? So this is how you store it. And this is a silicone base. So it's flexible. And all that chopping I did, it didn't, I don't know if you can see, but it's not like it cuts into the silicone. There's no marks in there. This part comes off. You twist it, and that bowl comes off. And then there's this cover. And there's your blades. So then to clean it, you open it up and you just clean that out. Everything comes apart. When you're ready to put it back together, you just flip those sides up. There are holes. There's 2 on the top. You see these here? And 1 on the bottom that coincide with this cover. So you can't put it on the wrong way. It only goes in one way. And then the blades, I don't know if you can see, they stick up just a little bit. So the blades will come through. So when you push it, they come out. Okay. And if you have this on wrong, obviously it's not going to work that way. But you cannot put it on backwards. It does not sit on there. So that's why it's got the 2 holes on the top, 1 on the bottom, however you look at it. You put that on, push it through so the blades poke up a little bit. Then you screw your cover back on, just like that. You're ready to go. Now, just want you to see, as I'm pushing down, this is what the blade does. Can you see how it's rotating? Now imagine I'm doing this quicker. So the blade continues to rotate as you're plunging. So it's not just cutting in the same spot. Can you see down here? It moves. So it's rotating around. So it's chopping up everything that you have contained in there or on your counter. So that's why it chops it up so quick and easily, is that it's not just cutting the same thing and you have to move the food around. It literally moves the blade in, with each plunge. So that's when you go like this. Can you see it moving? It's rotating. So our food chopper is amazing. I've had this for, at least, I'm going to say 20 years, because I had this before I moved to Virginia. So I've had this one a long time. And I love it. Onions, everyone loves it for onions because you don't have to touch the onion. You chop the onion in half, put it in there, you're done. You can take it apart, quick and easy. You can clean it, pull it apart, put it right back together. Line up those. And just like that, you're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. All I do with this is I melt these in the microwave in one of our plastic mixing bowls. Start off with it at I think a minute, and you take it out and you just keep stirring it because you don't want to burn the chocolate, because that's what these are. These are little chocolate bits. And then you do it every 20 seconds or 30 seconds and just keep mixing it until all the meltaways are melted. And then I add, I think it's a 1 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla or peppermint extract. And then I'll mix these in. I line a cookie sheet with parchment paper and put it in the refrigerator. You pour it out, spread it all out, and put it in the refrigerator for, I don't know, like half an hour or an hour. Take it out and break it up, and you have such a delicious pepperminty treat that's great, not just for Christmas, but all year round. So hope you learned something new today, of course, with our chopper. Like I said, I've used it before, I've shown it before, but I really haven't showed you how it works. So I hope that was informational for you. And if you have any questions, or if you own and love our food chopper, let us know in the comments what you use it for and how long you've had it. If you don't have one, it's a great time to pick it up now. December 18th is the last day for placing an order to get your delivery standard shipping before Christmas. So if you know someone who could use this, if you would love it in your own kitchen, be sure to check out my website. And I want to let you guys know, a lot of times I always post my personal website, which is pamperedchef.com, PWS/the Lavender Heart. When you see that, that takes you to my website through Pampered Chef. Now, if you place an order through my website, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you to death, and appreciate you following me and purchasing from me. It really is an honor. But if you ever see one of my party links, order through a party link, and it'll be Pampered Chef /party/Michelle VIP group, or Michelle Holiday 2024, something, but it'll say party. And if you order through a party, then I get notification that you placed your order, and I can add a gift to your order. And I would love to add gifts. So order through one of my parties. Of course, you always are welcome to order through my website. It is such a nice surprise when I get that email saying, Suzanne ordered through your personal website. I do appreciate it so much. So if you have any questions, you can always go to my website and message me. There's a link to contact me, and I get notification directly from Pampered Chef that you sent a message. Or you can always message me here on Facebook as well. So love to hear from you all. Enjoy your holidays. It's been a busy week. It's going to be a really busy week this upcoming week. And then it's Christmas already. So great gift ideas. We've got a lot going on with Pampered Chef. And I just hope you all have a very, very happy holiday season. Happy baking. Thanks. All right. So I've got my chocolate melted. It took 2 minutes in the microwave. Just mixing it up. Make sure there's no chunks in there. Make sure it's all melted. Got my candy cane pieces and my peppermint extract. And actually, I'm just going to pour this in. And this is how easy this treat is. I just put in some. Sometimes you just don't measure. Wow, I should have measured. That's really strong already. So I mix that in. Woo! They say peppermint's good for the bellyache. So, and then I'm going to pour in maybe half and stir that in so that there's pieces that will be in the body of the chocolate. And then when I lay it down, I'm going to sprinkle some on top. And I did green because, this fall was Wicked, and I have not seen the movie yet, I don't like that little Ariana person. I'm not that I don't like her. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. But I do want to see it because it looks like it's a neat movie. But now it's Christmas, so you have to have green for the Grinch, right? The year of green. All right, so that's all mixed in, and then we are going to. I've got my cookie sheet. I put wax paper on it. And I'm just gonna take all this, flop it right in the middle. I'm just gonna spread this out. You want to kind of spread it, not too thin, but you don't want it thick. You don't want it to be like a bar, I guess. It's more of it's called bark, peppermint bark. So kind of thin. Let's just spread that across. And it doesn't have to be perfect on your sheet because you're just going to break it up when it's cooled and it sets. You just break it all up. So, I mean, unless you're going to cut it into squares and have it be all fancy. It's Christmas and it's peppermint and this is green. So I'm not going for fancy. We're going just for good. To me, it's a different way to eat candy canes. I will eat them all day at work, but I like chocolate too. So it's a nice mixture of chocolate and candy canes, and it's a basic white chocolate. It doesn't taste like a Hershey bar. Of course, I'm crazy with the scraping here. All right. Get all that off. That's really not too minty. It actually tastes really good. Oops. So that's it. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Oops. Oh, you know what? Scrape that excess off. I do want to sprinkle. I have another bag, so I'm not going to use all my candy canes. I'm going to sprinkle some of this on top. And some of the bits it's almost like dust. So just gives it a pretty look to it. You can see that it's candy canes. Press, oops, okay, we did not press it with that. All right, so there it is. It's going to go in the refrigerator, and later on I'm going to be snacking on some Grinch peppermint bark. So, if you want the recipe, I will put it in the comments. Simple, easy. A bag of the meltaways. I get these at either Joann's or Michael's has them. They probably have them at the grocery store. But these, I like these meltaways. This brand, if you can see that, these are by Sweetshop. Sweetshop Meltaway. They melt very evenly. I know there's some in the grocery store that are like chunks, but these being the small little pieces, it's like almost like a wafer. They just melt really smoothly and easily, and just like that. I mean, 10 minutes, I have a treat. So, hope you enjoy.